Hi my friends, thank you for joining again to this PowerApps from Zero to Hero series. In today's video, we're gonna show you how to customize the opportunities gallery. Basically, we're gonna start adding some controls like the labels, the HTML text, the different also buttons that are needed in order to show the information regarding the opportunities. So let's start. Okay, so let's continue. Now what we're gonna do is start adding the controls to our opportunities gallery. So let's select the opportunities gallery and we can add a label, for example. This label is gonna be the one that we're gonna use to show the opportunities name. Let's put the size to 21 and we can also change the font. So again, we are gonna reuse the existing controls. Remember that we have our template where we already apply the look and feel to our controls. This is that template. Okay, and now let's basically change let's put this with bold. Great. Now we can add additional controls in this case. But before doing that, let's look at the text property, right? You see that the text property is basically this item.title, which show me the opportunity's name. Okay. Now let's add some controls. Here we can add an HTML text control to add the information from the other fields from that list. So in this case, let's change the value. Let's change the font, right? We can put the LBL UI.font to basically reuse the same font, as well as the font size is going to be 20, okay? And then we can change the HTML text property, right? Let me change this with HTML text, okay? So instead of this default text, we are gonna replace this with the value of one of our properties. So let's use some HTML. We are gonna put this text symbol. Let's use these tags. Okay, here we're gonna write the text, which is gonna be opportunity ID, for example. And we can also add this item dot opportunity ID, which is a property or the field from the SharePoint list. So we can see here the combination of HTML with the value of the list, and we can copy and paste this, and instead of this value replace with the text that we need to add. For example, in this case, we're gonna put the stage. We can use another property, for example, the opportunity stage field from the SharePoint list. That's okay. Then we can do the same with all of the fields that we want to show in this gallery, right? That's the benefit of using a blank gallery that we can customize. In this case, for example, deal size, and again we're going to replace that value with the property or the field potential deal size. So again, we can do the customizations that we need, right? But in this case, for example, we're showing the value of the potential deal size, but we want to show this value as if it was money, right? So let's use this property. The property text will allow us to put some formatting to our text. So in this case, we are using this expression to represent dollars, the US dollars, and that will be this is going to be the format in which this value is going to be shown in thousands, right? So you could look at the different possible expressions that we can use to represent the values that we're showing here. If we do a preview, we see that for each of the items in our opportunities gallery, we are showing the different fields that we already have added to the gallery. Now let's add an additional label. This time this label is gonna let me basically again change some of the properties to change the look and feel, like the font, like the size also. Again, this is gonna be 20 for example. Okay, but this time let's change the text. This time this label is gonna have the value of the status, right? So design10.status, and yes, it's showing me the status, but we want to do some changes to the field. So instead of showing a transparent field, let's use this validation basically to show a different color depending on the status. So for example, if the status is active, I'm going to show this color. If it is on hold, there is a different color, yellow, right? If it's cancelled, I want to use a red color. So you can apply this type of validations to show depending on the values, right? Let's change the color to white so it has a better look. So instead of this, we can put white, for example. So now, if we, for example, preview, we're gonna see that since there is a condition here, the field is gonna show depending on the value. So now it's working better, right? Now let's add a button. This button is gonna be used to launch the plan, the plan screen. Remember that for each opportunity we're going to have a plan to execute. So again, we can apply some of the look and feels. So this button is going to look better. For the field, again, we can change. We can reuse some of the values from our template screen that have the look and feel. I already added a button that has kind of the look and feel that I want to all my buttons, so I can basically reference its name and its properties, like in this case, right? The field, the color, btn UI.color, and again I am basically reusing the styles that I have already applied to the button that I added to the template screen. And to finish, we are gonna add a rectangle that is gonna be kind of a separator between each of the opportunities, so it's gonna be easier to understand the values from which opportunity are. So again, we can do some changes to the properties like the field. And in this section, we also are going to add some icons, right? So for example, let's say we wanna delete or edit the specific opportunity. We can use a different icon. It's gonna be similar to the customers gallery, as you can see. We should have like at least the three main icons, right? To view the opportunity, to view the details, to delete, and to edit the opportunity, right? So it's gonna be similar. So now we can select these three controls and apply the values to the properties, right? The size 35 for width and height. The color is gonna be white, and with this we can basically position the icons in the right position. Okay, so now we can, let me put this here. So now we can preview. At least we have now created the look and feel. All right, my friends, hope this was informative for you. In our next video, we are going to start applying some filters to our opportunities by Customers Gallery. Basically, we are going to filter this gallery by sales status, stage, as well as by customer. So if you like this content, please don't forget to subscribe and also share this video with your friends. Hope to see you again. Bye.